Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
No one's ever explained it this way. That's what we hear at Trade-Offs when you finally see how today's crop insurance tools work with your grain marketing plan, not in isolation. With hail and wind rates increasing and margins already tight, it's time to challenge how you look at crop insurance. It's time to ask better questions. It's time to call Trade-Offs. Call us at 402-858-7501 or visit gotradeoffs.com to start the conversation. That's GOTREDAS.com. Trade-Offs, ingrained in your success. No, seriously, give us a call.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2025 Ford F-150 for $199 per month.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1007055. Previous service loaner. $199 per month. Lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 6,800 to assignee. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26. See dealer for details.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky. I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice-cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear with Honda of Lincoln. Before I bring Andy on, we want to wish you joy, success, and good health in 2026. Andy, are you there?
Yes, I am, Charlie. And by the way, that was well said.
Andy, I know you want to kick off 2026 with a bang. What's going on at the dealership?
We got a lot going on here, Charlie. We have incredible savings on every new remaining 2025, New Year's savings on every new 2026, special low long-term financing, and special lease rates. The biggest news is we have more than 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from.
How about pre-owned?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas right now, with prices starting at under $10,000, and we have special low rates.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Hi, this is Doug Keller. When I started my first little body shop in Eustis back in 1979, I never dreamed it would grow to 8 locations and over 100 employees in Nebraska. I knew then, as I know now, that if you treat people right, they will keep coming back and also send their friends, which is why our tagline is, where our customers send their friends. I guess there are many things in life that change, but the golden rule never does.
The most recommended Eustis Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear with Honda of Lincoln. Before I bring Andy on, we want to wish you joy, success, and good health in 2026. Andy, are you there?
Yes, I am, Charlie. And by the way, that was well said.
Andy, I know you want to kick off 2026 with a bang. What's going on at the dealership?
We got a lot going on here, Charlie. We have incredible savings on every new remaining 2025, New Year's savings on every new 2026, special low long-term financing, and special lease rates. The biggest news is we have more than 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from.
How about pre-owned?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas right now with prices starting at under $10,000, and we have special low rates.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice-cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio. This is Choppin' It Up with Chubb, the soulful way. Introducing you to some of the best local restaurants across Lincoln. Here's your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd.
What's happening, diggets and diggeteers? Welcome to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the Soulful Way on 93.7 Ticket. Text in the Starter Heyman Jeweler text line at 402-464-5685. Stream live on YouTube, X, Facebook, and YouTube. Or Allo Cable Channel 961. My bad. Look, folks, today is a great day. It's a little chilly out there, man, and got to the studio and found out that my guest was ill and couldn't make it in today. But just like any good chef, man, you just throw me a couple ingredients and we going to make a meal out of it. So my producer, Nick Wyman, stepped up and said he will step in and we can interview him. And
Why
we're
not?
just going to get to know each other. Well, Nick, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, I've been sitting a couple weeks ago with you. Tristan's a longtime producer for your guys' show, and you made the trip down here. And 15 minutes before show, guest can't make it. You made the trip down here. You prepped and everything. It's your show. We got to have it.
Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you stepping in. And Nick, so I guess we'll interview each other, man. So first,
we'll wing it, right?
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, man? Let me know a little bit about Nick Wyman.
Yeah, sure. This is like one of the first time we kind of sat down and kind of like sat next to each other. So if you have any questions about us in the chat as well, 402-464-5685. Again, 402-464-5685. So Nick Wyman, born and raised here in Lincoln, grew up loving sports in my life. Literally, my life revolves around sports. I'm in a good spot then, Chubbs. I'm in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I'd say. So what? I mean, do you like all sports? Is there one particular that you play?
I grew up playing basketball and baseball were my main ones. Obviously, wasn't athletically gifted as I thought I was. So obviously, high school came around. I'm not going to be playing collegiately. I'm not going to be playing professionally. In some world, sure, maybe in my dreams, but whatever. Went to high school, went to Lincoln Pius, 10th High School, just down the road from O Street, off A Street down there. Graduated in the class of 2017. Went to the university, and I remember my senior year. Funny story. We're talking about stories, so I really didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. Everybody's in that same boat at some point in their life where, you get to your senior year high school, and you're like, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I'll go into college and be figure out there.
Exactly.
But my senior year, so my mom's a teacher. My mom teaches. She's taught for 30 some years. And I was like, maybe I want to be a history teacher because I liked history in school. I wasn't great at math. I wasn't good at science. Terrible at science. Those go hand in hand, but I was terrible at science. I couldn't stand it. No matter what. Like biology, I can't look at it the same.
With me after college, I always loved to cook. Always wanted to cook. Always. But after high school, went to college, went to Mount San Antonio College, and I wanted to be in radio and TV broadcasting. And then spent a couple months in that, and I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then I just, went on, and this life took over and started working. So I had banking in the background and stuff. I did a lot of banking. until I came out here, and then that's when I started my real passion, man. So what brought you to the Ticket? Just the love of sports?
So my story goes is I my senior year, we'll go back to that. My senior year, it's like first semester. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I want to be a teacher, but I I'm not a big fan of school. It's just how it is or whatever. Got good grades, got my grades, A's and B's and whatnot. And then there was a broadcasting class that started up the winter that year. And a fellow named Mr. Schwanigan, he was the teacher of the class. And one of my buddies texted me. He's like, "Hey, this is something you should try. Like they're trying to do play-by-play and like sports radio Friday mornings before school. And I know you're not part of the class, but let's give it a try." And I said, "Oh, this is a really cool opportunity." And so I remember my math class was in the same hallway. I raised my hand during our study hall. "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" Instead of going to the bathroom, I went down the hall into that classroom and said, "Hey, hello, I'm Nick. I'd like to try this." And he's like, "All right, sounds good." It wasn't for a class credit or anything, but I got the opportunity to call games on there's Mike Smith looking in here. Doors locked. Mike Smith here. That's crazy. But it wasn't part of a grade or anything, but he's like, "We'll throw you in." So I was calling high school basketball games. Like Charlie Easley played for Nebraska. He was a freshman when I was a senior. Got to see him play and see him rise through the ranks. Ended up playing in Nebraska, starting a couple games in Nebraska in the 2010s, 2020s. And it was awesome. I fully enjoyed it. And that's when I was like, yeah, I want to do something with sports. So I went to college at the university, journalism major, broadcasting major, whatnot. You learn a little bit of everything. And learn just, there's some great teachers, great school. I know everybody says that, but I truly mean it. It's a great school. You learn a lot about a whole lot of everything.
So when you asked for your restroom break, did you get in trouble when you came back to class? Because that was a long restroom break, I'm sure.
I'll have to let Mike Smith in here, but you just talk a little bit about Mike Smith's wanting in, so I have to go let him in. So we're gonna do this on the fly. I'm gonna step out. Chubbs, you entertain the viewers.
Right on.
This is what we do. We are multifaceted here. So I will be right back.
Well, everybody, so I'm back, and I just want to talk, food. I'm interested in learning Nick's story on how he got into radio and stuff. And I really love food, as everybody knows. So I wish my guest could have came, but she's unable to be here. She is sick. So we're going to have her in next week, and we're going to catch up and find out everything that she's doing, how she's taken over the grandfather's the bowling alley and stuff, man. So it's going to be a story that we're all going to love. And Mr. Nick just walked back into the building.
Yeah, so Mike Smith's here. He does have you ever seen that on the first Fridays of the month? He does the skateboarding in here.
No. So is that him right there?
That's him right in here. He's over. He's right there. He's measuring stuff for some skate event.
Oh, okay.
So on first Fridays, cheap plug here, but first Fridays here, him and the Bowie Boys come in here and they do skateboarding in here.
Oh, okay. Well, man, if you want to have him in here and talk about it a little bit.
He's doing his thing. He's getting out of here quick. He has his kid. He has his kid with him too. So he's trying to get out of here. So yeah, they do skateboarding in here. They move all the tables. You wouldn't know. You come in here Saturday and you were sitting at that table right there. They moved that table.
Wow, I'm definitely gonna come in here and check it out, man.
Fridays from 5 to 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock usually.
Do they build ramps or anything?
We have a ramp. They have like a little ramp they put in. They fold it up and put it out here, and they skateboard.
That's crazy, man. I love that DP and Rebecca give opportunities to everybody, man, to make things happen and stuff. Like, who had ever thought we're gonna move some
exactly
chairs and skateboard inside the building?
Where you were sitting, they usually put something right there. So like I said, you're here on Saturdays, so you had no idea.
Here's a little story about myself. I have 6 kids. Youngest is 28, oldest is 36. 36, I think. 36. Could be wrong, might be 35, but 36. We'll say 36. When there's kids, man, I was real strict, but then, we put hardwood floors in our house. I ripped up the carpets, put hardwood floors, and my grandbabies are allowed to skate around the house.
Really?
So, I let them skate around the house. We got floors, so that reminded me you said skateboarding in here. So that's what's up. So I'll have to come in here and bring the kids. Now, is it something that I can bring my grandbaby so they can watch? I mean,
they usually have a decent crowd. They have a decent crowd usually, and people are just kind of sitting off the side. They gave somebody a haircut over here. They gave a free haircut to some guy.
That's crazy because it's not really that big.
You think, but they clear all the tables and
that's every Friday?
Every first Friday of the month.
Every first Friday of the month. At what time?
5 to 7, they're on the air with Culture and Coffee with Mike Smith, and then from 78 to 8ish, they're usually skateboarding in here.
Okay. I'll probably check it out.
It's crazy if you think about that. Like, a couple months, maybe it's nice outside. Maybe they can do it outside out here on the little patio here, and then we can flip the camera to them. And I don't know. I'm just brainstorming. Right. I'm not here on Fridays, but I think that's crazy. I've seen the videos. It's like, whoa, like you turn this, the mill and the ticket into a skate park.
Right.
It sounds kind of crazy.
Now, where's this? Is this guy local?
Mike Smith, yes.
Yeah,
he helps out with the downtown Lincoln and all that stuff. He does a lot of things, and he has really cool connections. I used to have a weekly Disrupt, a show on Tuesday nights where they would bring in Husker athletes, and they would call their friends without letting them know.
Right on.
And they would, like they had Will Jeske from the baseball team there, and it's like one of his former, teammates. It's like, hey, do you have 5 minutes to talk or whatever? Mm-hmm. So it was cool. I've been able to call them, and then they're like, oh, I'm on the air now. It's like, no, not yet. So it's a cool time. So
Nick, let me ask you this, man, since you're a native of, you said you was born here in Lincoln, right?
Yeah, I've lived my whole entire life here in Lincoln.
So do you have any restaurants that you like really well that you frequent, or like local?
Oh, there's local, I'm not a picky eater, so food is awesome. I will never turn down food.
You're gonna have to get into Sofa Cucina if you haven't.
You're gonna have to bring in some on Saturdays. You should bring in some like samples or something like that.
I definitely will, man.
We can do like a segment, like, because I'll be here mostly every Saturday. Tristan will be here. We can do like a segment about like some kind of something on the menu or something like that.
I will do that. I got to bring in. I keep telling DP I'll bring some in during the week, but like we explained, like I was talking to you earlier, I'm a man wearing many hats. Yeah. So sometimes it's just hard and stuff. And when I get in that kitchen, I'm focused on one thing and one thing only, and that's to seek and destroy for that day.
Exactly. Plus, you're a guy outside the kitchen too. Yeah, you're a human being.
Yeah. So I got to get that food in here to them, and I will bring you guys some food in here, man. And as we interview the guests, man, we can interview you guys. Yeah, and find out what you guys think.
And we can have like we can taste, bring in something different every week. I mean, I don't know how big the menu is, but we can mix it up, and the guests can give what they think about it. We can do that.
Exactly.
I think it'd be cool. Just little what do they call them? Malt banks when they eat while they like review the food or whatever.
Yeah. You just can't be all up in the microphones, yes. Smacking and all that stuff.
We'll start the segment with that. So I think we just came up with something just to fill the hour too, because it switches things up, because you have some really cool guests. I was in here when you had the two young ladies in here the other 2 weeks ago. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. They were.
I know you're talking about. You're talking about Ali Kaichis and the other when she was talking about addiction.
Yes, and they had some really motivational stuff.
Yeah, man.
Those are people who are in a state where they can't control it. It's just out of their control at that point. Once you kind of lose control, and from a guy who's never done any of that, never been into addiction or alcohol or whatnot. I've never drank in my life.
Really?
Never have. Probably never will. Never done drugs or whatever. And just hearing their stories, it's like they were in this place where vulnerable. They, you lose control, and they have to get their life back on track. And they were able to. I mean, they walk in here and I see them, and if you would have told me that was their past, I probably would have been like, "You're lying."
Yeah,
you're lying.
Well, that's what struck it. So Allie, the one that was in here interviewing the girl that was next to the chair next to you.
Yeah,
she's in a foundation class with me at church.
Yeah.
And she told her story, and I had got her on here with Ricky.
Ricky Simmons.
She was on Ricky's show on Sunday, and she just shared her story about how her drug of choice was fentanyl. And my thing was, how does somebody, you hear fentanyl, and it's just, you don't hear no good outcomes.
It's always something bad.
One of the outcomes that I was just amazed by, because she was just doing so much, but she only weighs 50 pounds, wet and wearing boots, and she survived and stuff. So I was just like, you know what, God has a purpose for you. So I talked to DP and brought her on here. So I don't know what the conversation was with her and DP after her second show, but hopefully she can get her own little show here, and she could talk and inspire others, man, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
about each person helping out each other.
Exactly. And it's like somebody had to come to them, and they had people looking out for them when times were tough, and they were able to overcome it. But back to my story. So, I figured out what I was doing. I went to the university. It was a weird time, because I started in the fall of 2017. Did my classes, went through school, and then COVID happened. And I remember I was in a Spanish class in Anderson Hall, the big building there on campus at UNL. It was like the 6th floor. It was like a mountain climb to go to class. I mean, it's like a 20 level building. So Get there to class, and the teacher's like, "Uh-oh, I don't know what's going on," or whatever. So the next day, the university shuts down, and I'm like, "Well, now I'm sitting around just doing homework and going to work." 'Cause I worked at Hy-Vee, I was a stalker at Hy-Vee throughout college. Easy stuff. You learn a lot of people skills. Like, you don't really realize that. Like, I mean, I talk to anybody now. Like, I've known you for about 4 weeks now, and we've talked only a handful of times, and you would think we've talked a bajillion times by now. You learn a lot of people skills, and I think that's what I took from that. Got some money through college and whatnot. Graduated in the spring of 2021, and then I wasn't here right off the bat because I worked 4 years. I worked at a local paper outside of a newspaper, online publication, for 4 years before I got here. Covered schools like Waverly, Norris, and whatnot.
Sports?
Yep, sports.
Okay.
I covered their high school sports, anything from baseball. Like, when you mentioned, like, what sports do you like? I've kind of grown to like everything.
Mhm.
So, like, I've covered anything from football to wrestling to track to whatever their sports, bowling, whatnot. So I know a little bit about everything, which is good because then you're versatile. You know a little bit about everything, and you can dabble because then it's not like, oh, I only know football and basketball and baseball. Well, those are my 3 sports every season. I don't want to do with anything else. Well, softball, same way. Softball's the same as baseball, and whatnot. Track is the same as cross country and whatnot. It's all the same athletes. You get to tell a lot of cool stories with that too, because a lot of high school kids, especially in the state, have a lot of talent. I mean, state wrestling's going on up in Omaha. Have you ever been to state wrestling up there before?
I have not. I've so I was sharing a story with you earlier. I've been to one wrestling match, except for like the WWE. I care for individuals with disabilities, so when that comes, we take them.
Yeah.
But we went to the Nebraska wrestling match, and it wasn't for me. I'm not knocking it. It just wasn't.
It's just not
my
your thing.
cup of tea.
And that's fine. That's your opinion.
And I guess because I didn't understand it. Now, if you take me to a basketball game, baseball game, football game, then it's going to be different. But wrestling, I never been to a match, never ever watched it. Like I said, except for WWE, and that's all fake and just
they haven't. When was the last time we were here in Lincoln? Because they're usually up in Omaha.
I think it was about maybe 2 years ago.
Crazy.
2 years ago, maybe.
I feel like
been a little bit longer.
I went last time I went. They were here in Lincoln for Raw, I think, in like May of 2023 or something like that. Because
that might have been it right here at Pinnacle.
Yeah, right here at Pinnacle.
That might
me and a buddy went because tickets were pretty cheap on like the day before. And we're like, hey, let's go. And we made the trip down here. We ate somewhere before, and it was fun. So
yeah, I mean, it was all right. You get there and you're like, come on, that's super fake. But still,
it's
man,
a spectacle. It's a spectacle.
Yeah, I think I'm just up there in that age, man, where like it's got to be something that really interests me, or I'll just zone out.
I'll be in that. How old are you?
I'm 50. I'll be 56 in September.
All right, I'm 26. So
yeah, so dude,
I got 30 more years, and then if I see you, I'll be like, I knew what he was talking about when he said things really have to interest you.
I'd rather be in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah, what sparked your interest with that? Like go back to your story. Like, so you talked about how like I always want to be a cook. What kind of sparked your interest from your childhood to get you into that? Because like, was it something you always wanted to do? And
so I believe. So I'm a believer, man, and I believe that when God forms us in the womb, he implants or gives us a talent, each and every single one of us. And cooking was my talent, man. So it's just God given. So it's something I've always done, something I've always wanted to do. I've always tasted things and be like, this would be good, but I'm gonna add this and I'm gonna add that, and I'll add my own twist to it. So I cook almost everything. I can cook anything. If you wanted if you wanted lasagna, whatever, I could make. But my passion and my heart just yearns for barbecue, man. And I always barbecued, but then like I tell the story that I would always cook on an open flame. I didn't know how to cut the oxygen off, add oxygen and stuff. So when I'd make ribs, they would always get burnt because the flame would always come up.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I just mastered that. And then it was just lights out from that point on. And that was maybe 35 years ago, I would say. It's been a long time, man. So I just mastered that. So that's my passion, man. So I love to cook. There's something about cooking that it just, I could be having the worst day. And the minute I'm in that kitchen, I just zone in to what I'm doing, man. And it just soothes my soul, man.
It's an escape from, you could have a bad, like everybody has a bad day. That's just life in general. Like some days I have bad days, but like kind of like here, like come in here till midnight and I lock in, and then it's like, it takes your mind away, and then you're entertained, and then you come out and you feel
right.
You feel, you're like, oh, I wasn't really actually having a bad day. I was just in a bad state. And then you come out and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
I had a really good day because of what I love.
And that's what I was going to say. I think it has to be something that you love, because if this was just a job for you and you're having a bad day, it's just going to make it worse, because now you're having a bad day. Now you got to come to work and it's just a job to you. But if you love it, then it's not work at all, man. So I go in there, and even though I say I work hard, I've been doing a lot of working in there by myself, trying to handle it. Just with employees being sick, being out of town. I've been holding it down, man. And I can honestly say that about a month ago was my first day, and I was like, oh, I'm in here by myself. I'm scared. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. And customers are real lax and stuff, and they understand, like, hey, he's here by himself and stuff. And I don't want my customers to wait, but sometimes you have to wait. There's times where I wait myself, and I just go in there, man, and that's when I produce my best work. I feel when I'm under pressure, and when it's go time, it's go time.
So you're usually are you how many people do you have on staff there, Soulful?
So I have 4 people on staff. So I have a 14-year-old. He's only able to work so many hours.
Yeah.
I think it's 16 hours per week, and so like 2 hours per day. But I have my son-in-law in there that helps. I have my daughter that helps. We have a cat named Andrew, and then my wife Tina, she helps. But everybody's been sick, or like I said, there was a funeral. My son-in-law's brother passed away. Rest his soul, rest easy, Chris. They was in California, so of course my daughter was with them. So there's 2 of my employees gone right there.
That's half the the staff.
So I did it, man. I held it down. I got in there and I did my thing, and I'm proud of myself, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, if you're grinding away and your customers are still happy, because hey, I think most of them would be understanding, like, hey, I'm one guy here, taking orders, cooking the food, taking it out to you, doing whatever. And I assume they're pretty understanding, like, hey, this is a family owned business, and they are still tip top shape and still serving me great food.
Yeah, man. And one of the things, and I'm grateful for my daughter, because I'm still learning a lot as well. And so what I would do is, like, each customer would come in, I'd go in the back, throw something in the fryer, run to the front, take an order, come back, wash my hands, get back to cooking, run to the front, take an order, wash my hands, come back to cooking. And my daughter was like, why don't you just have the check ticket right here and stuff? And she's all, instead of having them pay, just when you bring their food out, when they're done, they can pay. So that's what I was doing. I'll just leave the check ticket in the window, man, and I'll just take their order from the window, and I'll just keep it pushing.
Yeah. I mean, hey, whatever gets the job done, and people are noticing the hard work that's done, and people are still coming back. I mean, hey, it is what it is, and you're still making it work.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, I assume people know the hard work that is done, because it takes a team. And if you're by yourself and you're trying to fill 4 different hats, like you mentioned, only so much can be accomplished. But hey, it sounds like everything's going well. And despite, funerals happen, life happens, people got to be coming out. You have a 14-year-old on staff. There's only so much you can do, and you're still being able to find success with that.
Exactly. And we are growing, man. Slowly but surely, when March 4th will be our 3rd year in the brick and mortar. It'd be our 6th year just actually in business, because we have the food truck.
Yeah.
With the brick and mortar, they say once you get to that 3rd year, you made it, man. And it's been slowly but surely. So we're climbing up there. We're being noticed. We can't just open tomorrow and everybody and their mom knows who we are.
Exactly. It takes time. You got to build.
Exactly.
That's in everything. Even in sports too. You got to build.
Yeah.
You got to recruit. You got to build, or whatnot, if you put it in the sports term. Since we are a sports radio station, so I had to tie it in somehow, some way.
Hey, that's exactly how it is, man. That's
all right. So we're going to go to a break here. Chopping with Chubbs. He's Chubbs. I'm Nick Wyman. We'll be right back here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice-cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Just got the brakes fixed on my car today.
You did? You haven't even left the office.
I didn't need to. I got a guy who picks up my car and drops it off when it's done.
Well, who's your guy?
Graham Tire. They have pickup and delivery service at all 5 of their Lincoln locations.
Schedule your service online on the Pickup and Delivery tab at GrahamTireLincoln.com. That's GrahamTireLincoln.com. Let us do the running. Some limitations apply. See store for details.
Back to Chopping It Up with Chubb the Soulful Way with your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Chubb the Soulful Way on 93.7 The Ticket. Text in the Starter Heyman Jeweler text line at 402-464-5685 or stream live on Facebook, X, YouTube, and Allo Cable Channel 961. So Nick, we was asking you about some restaurants that you're into, man, like locally owned.
I mean, anything Mexican. Mexican food is probably my number one favorite. That and Chinese food, you know, as a 20 in my 20s, that's usually the go-to food right there. If you're trying to get something to eat real quick. Place that recently, you know, Red Zone Bar and Grill over by the airport's usually a pretty good spot too, just because it's, you know, bar food. It's right there. Like if you're traveling, you know, whatnot, have to go take somebody to the airport or pick somebody up from the airport, need to get food. It's right there.
I think I was in a dart tournament with a buddy from work like about 4 years ago. Now, was Red Zone, has it always been Red Zone or was it something else?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I think we threw some darts there one time. It sounds real familiar.
Darts. How do you get in the dart? I mean, darts, like I've played darts with friends, but it's like I'm terrible at it. I can't you know, aim it or whatever.
So I'm not good at all, but I have a buddy and he that's all he does. That dude lives for darts. And so I have a dartboard at home. So, you know, we'd sit in the man cave and have a good time. We'd throw darts just as family. He came over one time and then one day we was at work and he just asked me to be on a team with him and I was like, I'm no good. And he's like, well, we'll just do it for fun. So we did it and we was called Dart and Soul. So,
there you go.
Yeah,
that's
Dart and Soul.
That's a nice like ring to it.
Yeah. So we did it. And I don't know what place we probably came in last because I suck. But anyway, he's good. I mean, you tell him throw a bullseye, he's throwing it all the time.
That's crazy. I've seen some of those like dart World Cups and like it's a crazy atmosphere.
Them dudes are dope.
So Jim on the text line was asking what the name of your business is and like how did you get started with it? Like how did you hey, this is the food I want to do. This is like where I want to do. This is where I want to locate. Like why did Lincoln, Nebraska, you want to start a business here? Why did that kind of stand out?
The name of the business is Soulful Cocina and it's barbecue and more. I just want to say that we have and more because we serve fried chicken, we serve catfish. We do you know, we have burgers in there and stuff, but why Nebraska? I came to Nebraska in 2014, September of 2014. My daughter lived out here and so I would travel back and forth. She moved to Sydney. I had custody of her and then, you know, I let her go live with her mom. So her mom lived in Sydney, Nebraska. I don't know if you know where that is, but that's like, I think it's like towards the Colorado border.
It's out there kind of like by Scotts Bluff, etc.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
we went out there to visit. I liked it. And then I came out here to Lincoln and Lincoln is just a really nice place, man. It's way different than Los Angeles. That's where I came from. Los Angeles, man. And I liked it. So in 2014, I just decided to talk to my wife that we was going to move out here and try it, man. And we did. And things have just been good. You know, like I said, we've been out here 11 years, been in the business 6 years. So for the first 5, we was getting grounded and, you know, doing our own thing. And then finally my wife's like, we need to get this food truck going. And when she said that, it was on and cracking from there. So we've been slowly moving up that ladder, making a name for ourselves. And it's a good feeling, man. Just that people recognize you and all your hard work. We just made top 5 barbecue for Lincoln's Choice Award. So we're going up against so it's us, Soulful Cocina, it's Mulberry's, Famous Dave's, Parker's, and Canyon Joe's. Famous Mulberry's, I've been in there one time. Canyon Joe's, I've been in there several times. Canyon Joe's is really good. They're Texas barbecue. Joe Hager, he's a good guy. So I wish him the best of luck, man. And then Munch Madness starts. And so we're also in that.
What Cedar? Where are you at in the bracket? Like who you guys facing round 1?
So we're facing Toast. So they're I really don't know nothing about Toast, but my daughter just happened to do a Valentine's thing over there last week, last Saturday, and she was telling me about it. And it's a trip that we're going up against them, man. But hopefully we can go further. You know, the first 2 years we got eliminated the first round. Last year we made it to the second round, and if we could just make it to the third round, do I want to win? Heck yeah! But if I could just move it to the third round, fourth round, I know that I'm moving up, and that's a win for me, right there.
Exactly, it shows you're growing, and there's a thing for it. Talking about that, you wanted to have Jack Mitchell on. Jack Mitchell is the maker of this Munch Madness. He's done it for a number of years now. I remember I always see it on Twitter. I think he posted, he's like, here it is. And there's like so many comments, like making their picks like it's like it is March Madness.
Yeah, so we're trying to work out something where he can get in here. He can't get in here next week because he has something going. So I've sent him an email. We're trying to work it out where we could pre-record and just talk about it, because like I said, with all the local restaurants, that's what I have this for, is for the locally owned restaurants to have a platform to be heard. And I love to learn their stories. Everybody has a story of why they're in the cooking, man. And it just, I love that. And so I want to learn his story on how he started Munch Madness, how it came to be, what made him start that, and just all that stuff, man. Cause I think there's like 52 to 56 restaurants.
There are. I mean, there's like it's like a 50 some person bracket.
Yeah.
Like, you think like that's a lot of representation right there for small business owners.
Exactly. So I'm excited, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to put you on the spot. So I pulled up the Soulful, because I've eaten here once, I believe.
Okay.
I've eaten here once before, and I'm looking at the menu. What would you say if I walk in?
Catfish.
It's my okay.
Catfish.
You know my first time. I'm not a picky eater. What are the top 5 things you would pitch to me to get to order?
Okay, I would tell you. So you look at our specials. So the first thing you got is from left to right. Looking at the menu.
Yep.
Left to right. You'll have your specials. So on our specials, we have the stash. We have the 413 barbecue Sunday, the mocha up salad, and the Chubbadilla. I would say try the 413 and the Chubbadilla.
Those are the 2. And why?
Yeah.
And why?
It's just a good burger. So the 413 is a smash burger with a pineapple ring. You got coleslaw, pulled pork, sriracha, mayo, and barbecue sauce and coleslaw, and everything tied together. It's a huge burger, man.
I'm looking at the picture,
and I'm not even gonna cap. It's the best burger in Lincoln. And then the Chubbadilla, it's my take on a quesadilla. So you got macaroni and cheese, baked beans. It's quesadilla, but then you got mac and cheese, pulled pork, and macaroni and cheese, baked beans, pulled pork inside a quesadilla. So it's really good. And then if you move over to your combo, I would say hands down, the catfish is our number 1 seller, man. We went from selling, when we first opened up, selling a case a month to I'd say about 2.5 cases a week. Jeez. So that catfish grew some wings, and it's flying out the door, man. Our now to our barbecue, just you can't go. All the barbecue's good, man. So we do tri-tip. It's a tip of the sirloin. It's cut of beef. We don't do brisket. A lot of people come in there and they want brisket, but we don't do brisket, because you can go to every single barbecue place in Lincoln and get brisket.
Nobody's trying to be different.
Nobody's messing with tri-tip, man. So I don't want to fit in. I want to stand out. So I've been doing that ever since I was in California. And our ribs, tender as a mother's love. So that fried chicken, everything on the combo menu is good, man. And then you have our sides.
Yeah.
Which our sides are mac and cheese, coleslaw, baked beans, sweet dill corn, something I came up with when my kids were little. Homemade potato salad. A lot of people say they make stuff homemade. But they, it's store-bought, doctored up. We have collard greens, green beans, and coleslaw, and everything is made in-house.
I'm looking at this, the burger, the smash burger you mentioned, man. I looked at the image and I was like, oh, that's just a close photo of the image. Maybe it's huge.
It's a huge burger. A lot of people say, I want the 413 and, let me get a side of fries. And I have to tell them, I was like, man, I'm full disclosure. Like it's a huge burger. I'm willing to sell you the fries, but I'm just letting you know you may want to take home box.
Yeah, exactly. It might come in a take home box.
It's a huge burger. And a lot of people, man, sometimes people eat that with 2 sides.
I mean, it looks good. I'm looking down the list. I mean, hey, like I said, you got to get some samples in here. I think we're gonna have to do that next week.
Yeah.
Next week we can do the samples. Because I mean, it sounds like, I know you wear a lot of hats, but it'd just be kind of cool for our viewers to see kind of whatever you got, what you got cooking. In a sense,
yeah, and and it wouldn't be nothing for me to fry something up and put it together real quick before I get down here.
Yeah, something easy for you too. Like I'm not asking for the whole burger to come down here and you to get me lunch.
Man, so I do stuff like chicken wings, some ribs, maybe some catfish. I'll slice the catfish up and little pieces and bring it in. So back to Jim. So our address is 6105 Havelock Avenue on the corner of 61st and Havelock, right next door to Arnold's.
Yeah, I mean, hey, people are invested, and you said like you're continuing to grow. Last thing we were ready to break, I want to talk about when did you open the food truck here in was it 2020?
It was 2020. Yeah.
How'd you with COVID? How did you like? Was there ever like concern like, hey, how am I going to be the successful? Like, you talked about the growth. Like you got to start somewhere. Were you ever concerned with that?
There was, but I quit my full-time job, man, to go head first into this. And so what I was going to do was I was going to, give 75% to my full-time job and 25% to my food truck. And just at night, man, just this voice just said 25% ain't enough time. Either you give 100 or you don't even do it. And so I woke up about 3 o'clock, woke my wife at 3 o'clock a.m., woke my wife up, and I was like, I'm putting my 2-week notice when I'm going to work. And she's like, what? And I was like, I got to either go hard or I got to go home or stay home. And so she was all for it, man. And we did it. It was just me, her, my daughter, Bobby, worked the truck. My daughter, Ariel, did all the promotion stuff. So she was constantly on Facebook and, blasting it, man. And, one customer turned into 2. And so now, man, we just got, I'm blessed.
Yeah.
God had a vision, had a purpose for me, man. And I'm living it out. So
before you go to break, Tina Marie on Facebook says smashed potato, the Cajun soul is the best, and the fried chicken wings are amazing.
Yeah. So we have Wing Wednesday. The smashed potatoes bomb. Dude, you just got to come in there, man, and just go down the list. The Cajun soul is something I came up with, and it's a spicy chicken sandwich. We bread it in house, we season it in house, and it's just my thing. And gives it that little spice, and it's really good.
I mean, hey, you talked me into it. I mean, everything sounds good. You put on the plate for me. So we're going to go to break. 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com. I'm Nick Wyman. He's Chubbs. We'll be right back here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice and check out a brand new 2026 Ford Explorer for only $39,995. That's right, under $40,000 for a brand new Explorer, loaded with extras like Copilot 360, second row captain's chairs, and more. With approved credit, receive financing as low as 2.9%. Treat mom to a new Explorer for Valentine's Day this year from Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect. MSRP $45,175.
Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice-cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street. Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Just got the brakes fixed on my car today.
You did? You haven't even left the office.
I didn't need to. I got a guy who picks up my car and drops it off when it's done.
Who's your guy?
Graham Tire. They have pickup and delivery service at all 5 of their Lincoln locations.
Schedule your service online on the Pickup and Delivery tab at GrahamTireLincoln.com. That's GrahamTireLincoln.com. Let us do the running. Some limitations apply. See store for details.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, with your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, on 93.7 The Ticket. Well, folks, we are wrapping it up, and I just want to give some final words to Nick. Nick,
you got it right.
Do you have anything you want to close with?
No, you called me. We're just gonna have to call me Andrew and see if anybody.
I don't know. So Andrew's my employee.
Oh,
so I guess that's where that comes from.
It's just a
yeah.
It just happens. Like, hey Andrew, I need this. Hey Andrew,
yeah.
Hey, good job with that, or whatnot. So it's just your brain is trained to say Andrew. Hey,
pretty much.
No. We had a ticket. Thank you all for rocking with me since 9 o'clock this morning. Business Builders was at 9. Power Hour, Todd Euler's 10 to 11. I filled from 11 to noon. Noon to 1, we had Ray Co. first serve. 1 to 2, we had Husker Diamond Report, and then we have Chubbs here from 2 to 3, and then we have Husker postgame. We've had a whole lot of. That's what I actually really like my Saturdays, because it's a whole lot of different things. Business Builders talks about being a small business owner, how to be an owner, how to build your business.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Tennis Show. We have Todd Euler talks a lot about his weight training. We talked about state wrestling because he was a wrestler at Battle Creek back in his day. They had me filling in an hour. You have Ray Co. talking about the Nebraska women's tennis team, who's off to a pretty solid start to their season. Then we have you. It's a good mix of, it's kind of like when you talk about your food. It's a good mix of flavors.
Yeah.
It mixes everything up. You're not hearing the same 4 topics throughout the day, and you get to see some really cool people, including yourself, Chubbs.
I want to personally thank you, man, because you, when I said my guests couldn't make it, you said, well, hey, I'll step in, man. So I appreciate that.
I've been here since 8 o'clock. So it's like, I'm not going anywhere. I still have post game coming up here. So it's like, hey, why not fill an hour?
Didn't know where it was going to go, but man, it turned out to be a good show.
It did turn out to be a good show. I mean, yeah, you were a good pilot here. It's your show. I let you run it. I had to fill in for Bach in the black shirt the other day because Bach was lost his voice on Thursday, and they threw me in there. And Terrell's like, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "It's your show."
Team player, man.
I'm just going to be a team player. You throw me some topics, throw me a bone, put a ball on a tee, whatever you want to say it, and we'll make it work. So, and that's what we did here. So,
right on.
If we ever need to do this again, we know we can spit back and forth. So,
right on. Well, for the listeners out there, man, I just want you to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. That's Soulful Cocina, SOULFULL, one word, Cocina, COCINA. And, we have lot of food, man, a lot of food options. You can come check us out, man. So I just want you guys to do me a favor and love one another. If you cannot love one another, at the very least, do no harm. And make sure you come visit the restaurant at 6105 Havelock on Avenue on the corner of 61st and Havelock. And remember, here at Sofa Cocina, food's so good, every bite fills the soul. You dig?